Alrighty guys, welcome back to another video. So the main purpose of today's video is to basically give you guys a bit of an understanding of whether I think you should summon on GELDA and summon on and who you should pick on the festival banner, the free festival banner we've got coming up. But very quickly, we're going to jump through the most of the update. We did it already on JP, on the JP notes, but I just want to make sure nothing's kind of changed or anything like that. Then we'll touch on very briefly her skills again, her banner, what you should summon, and then the other stuff as well. So that's the main focus, but we're very quickly going to cruise through this. So again, she's out, we'll touch on it later. Zeldris, very cool unit, should be good fun. I'll probably do a video on who to LR first soon, now that there's 6 of them. There's all the details here. Basically, he's a damage unit. Attack crit's going to be good for him. Increases crit chance, crit damage, all that good stuff. Has a lot of spike skills and stuff like that. Actually will work really well now that I think about it with GELDA, because he recovers a whole bunch of HP. But it doesn't look like that's the best team for her, so got some new outfits. PvP rules, which is good. This was going to be very demon heavy, I think. All the bundles, packs, all that kind of good stuff. Okay, these UR pieces again are going to be coming in a little bit later, so we'll touch on those. You got the Whack-A-Mole event. Again, this is all looking pretty the same as JP, so if you guys want a full breakdown of this, go check out my previous video, but we're just going to double check real quick. It's all the same. We've got the new final boss Galland. Well, not new, but it's come back, Galland and Melascula. Keep getting these UR tickets, which is very nice. Yep, same. Bosses, cleared once a day, Holy War Festival. Yeah, 50% festival point increase, that's cool. Victory counts as usual. New Fort Solgris and system updates, and these heroes have been added to... Okay, cool. So that's all pretty the same as what it was in the JP. So for some reason, and you guys can probably tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I can never find the actual... Like, there's no link to her stuff. So I've had to go back to the JP things just to kind of touch on it, because I can't seem to find it. So again, I won't go over all her passives and stuff like that, because it's all in JP and I've already translated it. We've already seen the other stuff before. So basically, she's to do the more healing that your team does on the demons, the more it procs her passive, and everything is based on HP. Now, her ult is pretty like dupe heavy. But she's like, it's a single target ult, which is obviously not the meta at all, or not broken. But this is like, her kit is really strong. And the problem is though, is this is the banner, and we have festivals and potential collabs coming up. So let's talk through pros and cons, because this is hardcore bait, right? Like, this is actually going to be really hard for me to recommend you guys. I still haven't quite decided whether I'm going to say yes or no. She is really strong in PvP with demons. If she can survive the first turn, or if you can go first, she's pretty much unkillable, which is gross. Like, she's not a direct counter to Arthur, I suppose, but being red and him being green is very, very good for her, and very good for demons. So this is a lifesteal card, single target. This is just an AoE damage card. So pros, she's very hard to kill. She's very good in PvP. Her passive isn't PvP specific, so I can see this being really good in demonic beasts and stuff like that as well, potentially. So like, if this was a festival unit, or on the surface, it's a summon, right? But it's a very big but coming. This banner is very average, at least what I think. No real need for Summer Roxy or Winter Roxy or Christmas Roxy or whatever the hell the name is. This is for the UR Zeldris unit, so I suppose that's kind of helpful. This Merlin has no place in the Unknown team. Summer Merlin's okay, but she's completely dropped off with all the self-cleansing and stuff that we have in units now. I want Green Elaine just for fun, but she's not really useful. We've had a million Summer Deannes for free, so you guys should hopefully have them already. Tristan's okay on the Goddess team, and then these two are kind of just nothing units. So this banner is so average. And the problem is you kind of need the 600 gems to guarantee yourself a GELDA, right? And again, we have festivals, we have collabs coming. So look, if you guys weren't concerned about gems and you were like, if you're a free to play and you've got heaps of gems and you've got enough for this and then the next potential summon, next potential like festival or collab, go for it. I think she's a really, really strong unit. She's really OP. She reminds me of when Tyr came out. Tyr was like just an off-brand seasonal unit and was just insanely strong. That was like a must summon, right, for everyone. So this is kind of the same thing, but a lot of you probably don't have the gems to summon on GELDA because you've been summoning on Arthur, and you're probably saving for the next festival. So if you've got the gems, I would say yes, and if you can make it work, yes. If you can't, it's not the end of the world. There's still other good teams, and I think a lot of people are going to be in the same boat where they're not going to be able to summon. So I don't think you'll be hurt too much by it. But hey, what do I know? So that's the starting point. I think summon if you can, but also be very aware that we have festivals and collabs coming. That's probably what I would say. Because yeah, it's going to be rough otherwise for you. Trying to do, like, if a new Broken Festival or collab comes out and you have no gems for it, don't blame me. This is just what I recommend, I think. So she is unknown, so Nanashi seems to be the best in the back for her, and obviously she works with demons in the front. So that's gonna be my recommendation for GELDA, I think. Alright, we have a quick cough intermission. And now so the rest of these you don't really need. Some dupes for that Zeldris would be nice. But next we're going to come down to this. Now, this is the UR Elaine tickets. Now, for this. I can't remember I'm not sure if you can actually pick these units, but if you can, the only ones I would probably recommend picking, to be honest, none of them. Like, these two are the newest and probably the ones I'd recommend picking. Cyril, if you don't have him 6/6, is great for links, so I'd get him to 6/6. Actually, for a link, he'd be the best. If you don't have him 6/6, start with Cyril. And then I'd probably go Matrona and Elaine. I mean, Blue Tarmiel's not bad if you don't have him 6/6 for a link, but the rest of these are all, you can pretty much like just, I'd pick the units that you don't have for box CC, and then I'd do the goddesses, probably just for, probably not that one. Probably just Red Sariel for the link, and then I'd probably grab these guys as well, I would say, personally. Sorry fam, I swear I've almost kicked this cold. Almost. So that's probably my recommendation for these. Now, SSR Festival ticket. So you'll get this once you achieve the 420 milestone on the summons. So to get the 420 milestone on the summons, it's what? Quick math, like 14 summons? Yeah, 14 summons, right? And I think you get 11 of those. If you get 10, yeah, so I think you just need to do 3 more, I think, to get the full one. And if you get the SSR ticket, now, all of these festivals are actually a little bit older, right? So I think that the best choice for you, if you don't have any of these units, for whatever reason, probably Will, but if you don't, Margaret or Merlin. Merlin is great on the Sins team as a backline unit with her Holy Relic, if you can get her Holy Relic. But Margaret is just a staple for the Goddess team. Her cleanse is insane. She has the LR as well, and getting her max duped is really good for having the LR, because then she makes a really good link as well. So these two I probably would start off with. My next bet would be, because like also dupes for Merlin are really good for the Sins team, right? Because it means you get higher CC, and it'll help you go first potentially, because the Sins also do kind of want to go first. They can get away with going second, but first is what you want to be. Next, after that, I'd probably go Deanne, Festival Deanne. Getting her high duped is good, is nice. She's not as good as the new Deanne, but she still has her place in the game, I think, and she's been so clutch for me for so much of the game up until recently. So I'd highly recommend this Deanne. I'm probably going to go this Deanne because mine's only 3 or 4 6, so I'm trying to get her 6/6 if I can. So I think that's going to be really, really strong. Apart from that, I mean, hopefully you guys already have Estarossa for the demon team. If you don't, then Estarossa is going to be a choice there as well if you're building out demons. But the rest of them, like, okay, let's try and order this. Margaret first. This is if you don't have any of these units. Margaret, Merlin, Estarossa, Deanne. That would be my choice. You could interchange potentially Estarossa and Merlin depending if you're running a Sins team or a demon team. But I think Merlin's got a bit more utility. potentially. That's a tough one, but you could interchange these two, and then DN. After that, it's kind of a free-for-all. I'd pick whatever units you don't have, or you're trying to get max duped if you've already got the other ones duped. I think I'd probably run the same thing in terms of like the dupe levels. Again, yeah, it depends on whether you're doing a Sins team, a Humans team, Demons team. So that's probably what I'd say. So Margaret, then Merlin or Estarossa, and then Deanne. Again, once you've done that, free for all. Pick whatever you want, pick whatever you don't have. All these other units are pretty irrelevant. The only real relevance that maybe Lolly Merlin has is for the Grey Demon if you don't have her, but you can use Zahar. There's a few other choices now. You can run Demon King, like there's a few choices there for you. So that would be my choice there. So let's go. Quick recap. Let's start here. Should you summon on GELDA? If you have the gems, yes, she is a great unit. However, be warned that Festival is coming, and so is, let me get Fat Head out of the way, and so is potentially a collab. Right, 600 gems. If you can afford it, do it, because she's a very good unit. Next, these level 90 guys. So, first choice is getting 6/6 Sariel for being a great link. From there, I'd pick up whatever units you don't have for box CC, and then from there, dupes for maybe one of these two. But it's kind of like that's my pick for dupes, and then pick whatever units you don't have and then level those up. That's kind of the recommendations. SSR festivals, we're going to go Margaret first, then we're going to go Merlin or Estarossa, depending if you have a Sins team or a Demon team. I think Merlin maybe slightly edges out Estarossa, but only if you get her Holy Relic. That's the big thing. She needs her Holy Relic to be helpful. Then we go down to Deanne, and then from there, it's your choice on what you don't have. So, I hope that helps, guys. Best of luck if you are summoning. I hope you guys pull the units that you're looking for and all of this free stuff and all these free banners. And we'll be doing summons. We're releasing summons tomorrow, because this will be coming out 12, 15 odd hours before GELDA drops. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope that was helpful. And as always, I'll catch you all in the next one. Thanks for watching.